Good morning, sunshine. Whoever you are in here, I'll make up a song for you. Damn, what's me lose my hair live on TV? Did I say TV? Wow, I need a haircut. Let's get the dead ends off. Morning, guys. Shall I sing you a morning song? Are we in the right frame of mind on a Monday morning? Everybody feeling okay? We're going to glide through this week. I'm going to help you. Hopefully. How you doing, Brian Morris? Good morning to you, man. Time of temperature check. Casey, how you doing, hon? I'm going to quit saying hon. That's terrible, Casey. You know what I mean. You give me a pass for that. You give me a sexist pass for that, I hope. Sometimes throwing hun around can be seen as being a little sexist, and I understand that. So and I want to give you, Casey Battles, all all the respect that you deserve. I can call you young lady, okay, because you're you're good. Yeah, I can call you young lady because I'm an older man. I would rather just call you wonderful human being. We like to come up with acronyms on this channel, so maybe we'll come up with something. All right, we got a few people in here. I just want to say good morning to everybody. I know it's Monday, and it's going to be rough for a lot of people getting up today and going to work. Oh gosh, Casey. I hope not, man. I hope I can live up to that potential. Good day to you, Midwest Mike. Part of the Midwest you in, Mike? Hopefully you're in part of the Midwest that ain't got them tornadoes going on. I didn't get a chance to watch Ryan Hall too much last night, but I know he was on a lot with a lot of tornado action. So first things first, Wisconsin. Okay, I think y'all had some stuff, didn't you? I want to wish the best to all the great Americans in the in the Midwest who and the North. I mean, it's pretty much everywhere right now, but yeah, tornadoes popped up last night. Hopefully everybody was okay. I haven't read anything on it, so I assume maybe it was okay. Though I didn't have a lot of news to talk about today, guys. However, right before I popped on, I did see something that was very interesting, very, very interesting, and it speaks to it kind of speaks to where we're at, and I know you're all going to be like, well, yeah, that's common. That happens all the time. But we've got to make sure this doesn't happen all the time, okay? Because it's getting a little out of control. This morning I saw two stories. They were top to top. I mean, they're top one on top of each other. Okay, it was one source and another source. Guess I'll put it to you that way. And the first source said Trump drops lawsuit against IRS. Okay. Apparently, Trump had a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS or something like that. Well, it says that he dropped it today. So I was like, okay, that makes sense that he would drop that. And that was ABC. Now, right below it was Politico that had the exact same wording, except it said Trump settles IRS lawsuit. That's a problem. That's a real problem when you word it like that. He did not settle anything. He dropped it. So to Politico, I'm calling out your bullshit this morning. You need to reword that because that's just a flat out lie what you're saying. He didn't settle, he dropped it. So, I mean, imagine this. You're somebody and you sued somebody, a large corporation or something, and then you drop the charges or you drop the lawsuit, and then somebody asks you down the line, "Oh, how'd that lawsuit go?" "Oh, we settled." See what I'm talking about there? No, you didn't settle. You dropped your lawsuit. This rewording of stuff, we got to stop it, guys. That's nonsense. He doesn't get to say that he settled. He didn't settle. That makes it sound like he won in some way, and he didn't. He won nothing. He dropped it. So yeah, I saw that, and that kind of was kind of like, yeah, that's par for the course. But we got to speak on it when we see it. Can I change it? No, probably not. But I can try to let people know and educate people, and that's just a little BS thing that happens every single day. People want to reword things. Other than that, I will tell you guys, last night, I'm not gonna lie, if you have a chance to, and you've never seen this movie, and even if you've seen it before, please go rent it again. If you have time this week, I would ask you to take a little bit of time to rent the Cameron Crowe classic from 2012. We Bought a Zoo. Let me tell you something. I watched that last night, and what a great movie. What a great message. It just covers so many big topics, and it's wonderful. You'll leave the room feeling amazing after watching We Bought a Zoo. Yeah, and so many classic lines in it. Sometimes all it takes is 20 seconds of courage to change everything. I love that. I love what they talk about. I mean, and it's about people finding their people. When I watched We Bought a Zoo, all I thought about was you guys. I thought about all my subs, my quality subs who come in every night and every day, and we talk about things. And I'm glad I found you guys. Or I'm glad you found me, whatever way it happened. We're not going to put labels on it. We're just going to be happy that it happened. Nobody's talking today, guys. Where are my trolls at? Should I say something controversial? Here's my first controversial statement on today's Monday morning rundown. I love every one of you. Come at me. Bring it. Bring the heat. Bring the heat. I love you. Flame me. I love you. Come on. Where's all the comments talking about my looks? There's one. Are you homeless? Natrona, I'm not. Fortunately, I'm not homeless. There's a lot of homeless people in our country, though, and I wish every one of them the best. I don't know why there's homeless in our country. I have no idea. We have empty buildings everywhere. Seems like somebody would put two and two together and take care of our homeless. But no, we're too worried about the bottom line. That's what we're worried about. All right, y'all gonna have to talk to me, guys. Y'all gonna have to talk to me. Give me some comments up there. I know you're rolling through. How are you on this Monday morning? Are we excited about the holiday weekend coming up? Does the FBI pay in cash or do they direct deposit? What does that mean? You look more groomed today. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting. Thank you, though. I appreciate that, Scrap Iron. Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully you're getting. I don't know what you guys, if you have big plans for Memorial Day weekend. I don't really have anything planned at the moment, but I'm sure I'll do something really silly. I don't think we're going out of town anywhere. You never know, though. I might bring you some more footage from some road trip. It means you're a Fed. Oh, I'm a Fed, man. I'm not a Fed. You know how I can't even. I barely fed my family last night. See what I did there? See what I did there? I barely fed my family. I couldn't be a Fed because I barely fed my family. What's the main reason for so many Americans streaming from a car? Is it because indoors is frowned upon? Well, with me, it's because I have a routine where I get up and I get my iced coffee. And would I love to have a studio? Well, I do have a studio, but I think it's more natural right here. I feel more comfortable right here. And sometimes you'll find me in the backyard. I love that spot too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a lot of Americans feel like they have something interesting to say, or they want their voices heard. That would be my guess. What are you doing today? Not so sure. Not so sure what I'm going to be doing today. I do gotta. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do gotta kind of focus on my eBay stuff. I gotta get that going. It's been really slow. I can't force that. That's just the economy. But I gotta list some more things. I got a lot of things I gotta get done financially. So I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna throw a stream in there somewhere. Maybe I'll get in the backyard or to hide. To hide? What does that mean? What does that mean? That makes no sense, brother. No, I don't stream out here to hide. I like this car. It's a newer car, and it's a it's a feel good environment. When I'm in this car, I feel safe and secure. And yeah, I like to stream from here sometimes. We are car culture. I do the same thing, but I'm not a libtard or a fake protester being paid. Well, I don't know who you think you're talking to here. I'm absolutely not a fake protester being paid by anyone. You can go back and see many protest videos in Liberty's past, and not one of them did I get paid anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I went to Montgomery on Saturday, paid nothing. I had a free turkey sandwich. If that angers you that much that they provided free turkey sandwiches for the people who rode the bus, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's try to think of a question today that I can Maybe I'll throw a poll question up. I do want to tell everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm going to get to the zoo sometime this week. Don't you worry about that. We'll definitely be doing that. I got to go meet Donkey Face again. I got to go meet all my animals and tell them my animals at the zoo always get a little worried when I don't show up enough. You know, I don't want to let Ace down. I don't want to let any of my guys down. Donkey Face. I'm going to do a special video on Donkey Face. Everybody runs out of the room when I don't talk about politics. Legalized dreamfish, Colorado river toad, cane toad, yopo, vilco boga, and edgetacula, coca, peyote, San Pedro, kratom, cannabis, hemp, magic mushrooms, salvia, all holy medicines, herbs, and animals are life. Thank you for your comment. Wish I could have read it better, but I'm not that well educated, and sometimes I can't read those big words. Your animals, yeah, he's a lefty. LOL. He's actually being paid by the FBI to encourage the idiots to get on the bus and go somewhere and hold a sign. Wow. Wow. Okay, Howard. Wow, what a claim, man. If only little liver cheese was somebody that important. That's some fantasy shit you're throwing out there right there, brother. I don't know what to tell you about that, man. That's one of the silliest comments I've seen in quite a while. Wow. You go and you show empathy or love towards another person, and everybody thinks that you have to be paid to do that. What a time we're living in the United States of America. You go and you practice your greatest right as an American to protest on the streets peacefully. Yet you still get trolls left and right, top to bottom. Troll, 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 troll. Why? I'll tell you why. Because you don't like what I say. Sorry if you don't like what I say, brother. I'm going to keep saying it. If you want to say the opposite, then you start your own channel and you grow your own channel and you spread that hate, brother. We ain't about that here. I'm about spreading love and kindness, compassion, humanity. Yet, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Because if you come onto my stream and you let me know you're a disgusting human being, guess what's going to happen? All that love and kindness is going to turn into something else real quick and get you sliced and diced. And I don't mean that physically. I mean that verbally, sliced and diced. So don't come into my stream with fear-based tactics. Don't be a fear-based person. Don't be a billionaire ball licker. Just be a good human being, and everything's going to be okay. We're going to have a good old time. Good old time. See if I got it. FU Tubes is. He's got another really bright comment here. No one is intimidated by what a lefty says. Leftists are full of hate. Wow, what a prejudiced comment. Have you always been prejudiced? You always been that way? You always take a entire group of people and lump them together? Is that how you live your life there, FU Tubes? Is that what you're coming in here to let everybody know today? That what you're so proud of? Sad stuff, man. Sad stuff, brother. Yeah, you ball lickers. You and the rest of the, I'm not saying that word. Let me tell you something, man. Howard, you come in here throwing that R word around, brother. I'm going to ban you really quickly, okay? I'm going to ban you really quickly. I'm going to give you guys a story on Saturday when I was on that bus riding. I had a guy right behind me who was blind. And he heard everything. He was hearing everything around him. And I was doing a live stream and I was reading some troll posts and I read somebody used the R word right like that, and I read it. I just read straight through it, and I didn't realize he had heard me behind me. And he mentioned after the stream went off, he was like, these people throwing around the R word like that. I said, well, I'm going to ban them anytime I see it. So Howard Lucan, you want to take that comment back and continue to be a sub, or do you want to go home? Because we're going to end throwing that word around right there. We're going to end that. That ain't part of the kindness movement. I don't appreciate that, man. If you want to troll me, you can troll me all you want to, but you keep those words to yourself. Yeah. Yes. That word. He thinks he has power, LOL. Who? Who, me? I don't think anything. I know. Ain't no think. Watch my numbers, bro. We're a movement. We're a movement of kindness. For everybody out there, we a lot of people got on that red train, and they don't know how to get off that hate train. But we're here. We offer an off ramp. We offer an off ramp. When you get tired of waking up every day and seeing nothing but hate, we're offering you another way. You need to get out of turn that echo chamber off. Turn that hate echo chamber off. The left is all hate. Okay. All right. All right. We got a comment. I'm gonna start comment. The left is all hate. Okay. Give me examples. Give me examples. Surely you don't come in here without some receipts, do you? Now you remember your comment is the left, the entire left is all hate. So in order for you to have receipts, you need to come in here and prove that everybody on the left is hate. If you don't have proof there, get the fuck off my stream. Because you're a feelings-based person. You're not a facts-based person. Good morning. What's up, bowling ball ceiling? Balling ceiling. How you doing, man? Have a great one. I appreciate you. You do the same. He must not watch the news at all. Yeah, coming from the president who spreads hate almost daily. Yeah, I know. And I'm such a terrible person in here talking about love, talking about kindness, talking about empathy. What a terrible person old Liver Cheese is. I deserve all the trolls in here. I deserve it all, even though the president of the United States goes on every single day and spreads hate. So yeah, come on in and bash me, flame me for being a loving, caring person who points out a terrible, disgusting racist. Yeah, but hold on, wait. Yeah, but you're using facts off of news and Google, which are post other people's opinions regulated to what they want us to know. Well, David, what I go by is the comments. And Saturday, when I was at a protest for Black people and voting rights, yeah, Probably about 80% of my comments were nasty ass racist comments. So that's what I go by. I have my eyes open. I see the public. I see yet let me remind you, I didn't see not one counter protester out there, not a single one of them. Why is that? Why would that be? Why would they be at home all day typing as fast as they can to chirp their racism into my stream, yet not one person showed up at the rally to counter protest? Anybody got any answers for that? Redistricting has nothing to do with voting rights, Mr. Rigg. That's just not true, bro. Not true. You've taken all the power away from black voters by watering their votes down. Where they could have had 2 or 3 black reps, now they're going to have 0 black reps because you watered their votes down. Absolutely. Now, if we want to if we really want to critically think about things, you guys that come in here and want to jump on me about this Voting Rights Act gutting, then here's all you really need to understand. Okay, when they did that, they weren't telling states to go back and redraw their districts. They were telling states from this point forward, there will be no redistricting based on race. From this point forward, that was their message. What happened the next day? Morons didn't see that message and they thought, oh, this gives me the right to take away all the gains that the blacks have gotten over the last 60 years, which is what they did. There's your problem right there. There's your problem. Supreme Court said the Supreme Court's decision meant moving forward. It did not mean for you to go in and gut their rights. Yet you did. And you fucked up big time. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. Because you just assume that all you're doing is watering down the black vote. But what you're really doing is opening up the eyes to more Americans who see it, and it's clear as day that it's about race, and they don't like it. There's a lot of white Americans out there. Don't fool yourself. A lot of independents, a lot of white Americans, a lot of people who may be conservative but aren't Trumpies, Trumpsters, whatever you want to call them. Whole lot of those people. So your move is going to backfire. There's no doubt in my mind. It's absolutely going to backfire. And I'm going to be here to watch it, and I'm going to be here to laugh about it. That's not how you grow your party, through hate. You don't do that. You seem like a good dude. Sumper, man, I appreciate the super chat for $1.99. Thank you very, very, very much. Very much. It means a lot to me, brother. I'm going to continue our battle. And it's not a battle against any particular party. Now, understand this, okay? We're talking about individual bad people. That's what we're going after. As a matter of fact, you can almost say it like this: it's not red versus blue, it's the 1% up top versus you. That's what we're really about at the end of the day. I like to come in here and have a lot of people, more people on one side attack me than the other side, and that's okay. But then I like to try to kind of explain to you that, yeah, this culture war that we have, black, white, red, blue, white, brown, all of that's perpetrated by the top 1%. Does that blow your mind to think about? Because it's absolutely true. They want us fighting. They want us dumb. And that's why education's being demonized. The top 1% who, the freeloading pedophiles up top who refuse to pay their fair share of taxes. That's our enemy. That's our only enemy. I don't have any enemies. My only enemy is greed. That sounds like something you want to get on board with. Come on and jump in this channel. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You are welcome here, as long as you're a good person who does not belittle other races or does not threaten other people just because they have different opinions than your own. That's what it's about, brother. It's about communicating again, getting on that love train. You wake up every day with love in your heart, man. Your days go by so much faster. Your week goes by so much faster. You have so many more interesting stories to tell at the end of the day. So that's what we're trying to do, and it's a simple turn. Everybody thinks it's this big deal we have to do. No, it's not. It's really not. Wake up every day and be a point of light. Say, I'm going to spread kindness in one way or another, and go out and do it. Spreading kindness has nothing to do with money. Everybody's all about they're coming after my money. Everybody's coming after my money. This is not about your money if you're not a billionaire, okay? All you need to do is wake up every day and understand that we live in an amazing country with many different cultural backgrounds, many different religious backgrounds, and say, wow, it is great to live in such a country, and we can get along. I might not love everything about my neighbor, but I'll tell you what, man, I'm not going to hurt my neighbor, and I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure that neighbor knows that I don't like what they do. It's as simple as that. Pet a dog. Talk to a stranger. Stop being afraid of everybody. That part is difficult because it's my message versus all of media. All of media. All corporate media, both sides, red, blue, all of it. I have to get my message out. It's a lot more difficult. So I got to grow this channel. We got to jump on this train and educate others around us that we can have better lives. We can demand better lives in this country. All of us can demand better. You as working Americans, you don't deserve $4.30 gallon gas. You don't deserve $30 steaks. You don't deserve to have to go to the store and eat bologna and cheese for dinner. No, I'm here to tell you, demand more and we will get more. Because we've been being fleeced, and it's time to open up your eyes. That's all it is, man. Don't be scared of liver cheese. Don't come in here and, oh, this guy's this guy's that, this guy's the end of America. This guy's none of those things. This guy's love. This guy wants to embrace you. I want to learn your story. I want to hear from you. There's reasons everybody voted, and it's okay to back off. It's okay to take another lane when things around you look crazy. Americans gave up our freedom and rights for privileges. You have no rights as an American. You will never own the property you think you own. You will always be a privileged slave in America. I hope that's not right, buddy. I love all. He absolutely did win, but come January, he'll be impeached again. I know this is off subject. Does anyone else have a tick outbreak in their state? Sumper, man, that's a good question. That's what we do here. We don't just talk about one thing. Sumper, I'll tell you, here in Tennessee, I haven't noticed anything yet, and I have a lot of trees in my backyard, and I have 4 dogs. I'll definitely be on the lookout for it. So thank you for. Where are you at, and are you having a tick outbreak? Because that's important stuff, man. With Lyme disease, very important. I just seen Jeffrey at In-N-Out Burger an hour ago. Robert, exactly, because we don't use the 2A as intended. Harris can lick my ass. Who's talking about Harris? Where'd that come up? Strange, man. People just come in here and ticks are bad everywhere. That winter was mild. I'm going to be on the lookout, man. I appreciate the warning. Because, when you got dogs, we got to tick check them. And a lot of trees in the backyard. So I'll be on the lookout, Sim Racing. I appreciate it. LOL, this dude's a joke. Thank you, man. While I'm bored, see y'all in the funny paper. See you, man. Unfortunately, it's a complete fucking fact. Look at all the stupid fucking Americans. Look at us. We're glorified slaves with privileges that can be ripped right away as Robert's coming with the bullets this morning. Ain't no doubt about it. I appreciate you, brother. I love his outlook of how to change, but there's no chance when the people that own the big companies run the country. If you're not on top, you're not doing anything on YouTube. If you're not on top, you're not doing anything on YouTube. That's for sure. Well, I'm not there yet, brother, but y'all can help me. Y'all can help me. Y'all can definitely help me get there. We've been growing in great numbers. So whatever message, the message that I'm spreading of love is actually working quite well. It's working quite well. We're seeing it. We're seeing it in our numbers. And so there's a movement. You might not think it's a movement. A lot of people don't just come in here and sub for me, man. I know I've got some people. That's why I'm called liver cheese. Why I'm called liver cheese. Liver cheese is a lunch meat that is a very strong flavor. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. So I tell people you either with liver cheese. Signal back. Yeah, sorry about that. Lost signal for a minute. Yeah, with liver cheese, you either love it or you hate it. However, liver cheese is also an acquired taste. Sorry about my signal. Let me turn this off and we'll get it fixed right up. These phones these days, man, they're not a lot of times they're not conducive to doing live streams because they want to try to pick up the Wi-Fi signal, whatever that might be, and not your cell phone signal. It's going to be a hot one. I can tell already. It's going to be a hot ass day. It's 81 degrees right now, but the sun is brutal. Brutal. I'm just driving around the neighborhood trying to get a little air going in here. Woo! It's gonna be a hot one today. All right, let me get over here and read your comments. I mean, yeah, a lot of times it does seem like you're shouting into the wind, but points of light, brother, points of light are important. Here's what I consider our movement right here, okay? Our movement is this. Consider yourself Johnny Appleseed, all right? Now, if you're a Johnny Appleseed of kindness, here's what's happening. You go out every day and you spread that kindness. You spread it around. Even if you only spread one seed a day, that's enough. That's enough. But if you go out and you spread more than one seed a day, you go home, you're happy and content as you fall asleep because you understand, I've done the best I could do for humanity today. I was a kind person. I talked to a few people. Maybe I said something to somebody that makes a change in their life. Maybe that happens. If my phone goes dead, I hope it doesn't. It's because of the heat. It happened the other day when I was sitting right here. Yeah. So consider that. Okay. So your results are definitely not going to be seen overnight when you're a kindness spreader. Sometimes they are seen overnight. Sometimes you say something to somebody or you just give somebody a hug that needs a hug or something. It can be anything really. And sometimes that has immediate effect. Sometimes though, you're just planting a seed. All you're doing is you're planting a seed in that other person's heart. You know what I mean? You do a kind deed to that person, you plant it right there. Now, it could be a week later, and that person could remember that kind deed that you did to them, and that causes them to spread a kind deed. I mean, I'm literally, that's what we are. We're Johnny Appleseeds with kindness. So that type of movement right there, that's the one that has legs. That's the one that's going to last. It could look like at times that you're not affecting change. You're absolutely affecting change. I promise you are. Now, is it going to solve the world's problems? No, absolutely not. But when you're a kind-hearted person, then you're not part of the problem. You don't become part of the problem. You take yourself off that hate path, and you get into the love train. You are not part of the problems of everything else going around you. You're part of the solution. And it might be slow, but it's happening. You don't have to give money. It's not about going out and helping a homeless person out by giving them your check that you've earned. That's not what I'm saying. Kind deeds don't cost a damn thing. They don't cost nothing. And at the end of the day, that's what's going to win out. If that sounds like a winning message to you, hit that sub button and let's do the damn thing. Let's do the damn thing. All right. Got a lot of comments. Let me see. I just don't understand how the fuck America can just continue to be so effing pathetic. Our great-great-grandparents have to be looking at all of us as pathetic, useless MFers, weak MFers. 92 degrees in North Carolina today. That's going to be hot, MAGA. Going to be hot, brother. True, David. Nice to see you again, man. Can I ask, what is your name? Should I refer to you as Mr. Gen X, or it's just liver cheese? Liver cheese is my name, brother. The lunch meat liver cheese. Or you can call me liver. You can call me live. You can call me. Don't call me live. Don't call me live. You can call me liver cheese. Good American, Mr. Kindheart, nasty Mr. Rogers. You can call me any of those things. I like liver cheese though. I try to spread love and God every day. Just try to plant the seed, and maybe it will grow. Thank you, James. Dictator, thank you. Spelled as a potato. All we need is about 3 or 4% of the fucking country and not go to work or not go along with the same dumb shit we have been going along with. People, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're 100% right, Robert. That's the ultimate goal. You're correct, man. If you have enough Americans not go to work or just stop buying things for even just a day, it can cripple those sons of bitches. You're right. And that's the end goal right there. I mean, we want to get it to where they're paying their fair share. And it is simple, Robert, but it's not simple because people, it's going to take a lot to get everybody onto that. But that's our ultimate goal. That's our ultimate goal. This is the beginning of a sect of freedom fighters, brother. Yeah, man, call us Great Americans, the Great American Sect. That's what we are. Never live. You could call me non-binary. With America being so ass backwards and effed up in debt, American people can't do nothing about other places. This country so poor, but charging your taxes keeps them in debt. Yeah, you're right on all those things, Robert. Okay, thank you. I identify as a non-binary. I saw it already, Paul. I read it. You didn't have to word it a different way. I got it, brother. I appreciate that you did word it a different way, though. You're like, well, he's got to read this one right, or it doesn't make sense. How you doing, Cody? How you doing on this lovely morning? So, again, last night I watched classic movie. I sit in the car enjoying the day with the animals. Cody, look, I talked about this. You weren't in here yet, but man, I watched that movie last night, Camera Crew. I've seen it before. Despite the director, Camera Crew. I've seen it before, but it's been a long time. The Matt Damon flick, He Bought a Zoo. I sat there through that entire movie and it just sucked. There's that word again. You can't use sucked. Because if you use sucked online, people are going to make your words weird or something, make some kind of video. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. I took in the vibes from that movie. That movie, every one of you guys, that's your homework. We have homework. Go out and watch We Bought a Zoo. Powerful stuff. Powerful. Funny. Heartwarming. Very heartwarming. Yeah, it's great movie. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if I was ever in a situation where I could buy a zoo, could you imagine that? Me buying a zoo, or helping to operate a zoo, I would be all on board with that. All on board. I'd be home. Should be open your Bible. Yes, the audio's messing up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Something happened to the audio. It sounds like we're underwater. Oh, I turned down the camera. Is that better? I know what I did. I pointed the air vent up at the phone to keep it cool because it's up in my window. So sorry about that. I apologize. Yeah, I would tell you get out and see like it's at a theater. You probably find it free on a streaming service. We Bought a Zoo. I want a zoo. Animals are the best. Yes, can hear you now. Thank you. So yeah, definitely check that one out. You will not be disappointed. If you are disappointed, come back and say, Liver Cheese, that movie sucked. And we can talk about that. I'm not professing that I know all of your movie styles, what you like, but I like positive movies, and that was a damn positive movie. What do we got here? I got a $5 super chat. Congressional hearings and whistleblowers. Do you think there's truth to it? Any opinions about this subject? I think that we've gotten so ridiculous, and people call it weaponizing the Department of Justice or weaponize. You get it on both sides. When Biden was in office, everybody said he was weaponizing the Department of Justice against Trump, and now Trump's in office, and everybody says he's weaponizing the Department of Justice for against all of his enemies. But I'm trying to. What's your take on the recent UAP UFO congressional hearings? Okay, the UFO stuff. I mean, man, look, I'm open-minded, and I've always been the kind of person I look up in the sky and I think I'd have to be a fool to think there's nothing else up there flying around. Or that's just. Yeah, I think there's aliens. I think there's aliens, and I think that they. My personal opinion is they visit us, but they don't visit us. They don't like to be seen by us. That's what I feel like. I feel like they understand that our world is not very advanced. They come and they probably look at us and they look down and they think we're a world full of I don't know, tigers or dinosaurs or something. They don't want to. They want to observe. That's what I think more than anything. That's what. I don't know. That may be a weird opinion, but yeah, I think they're out there, brother. I think they're out there. What the government knows, I have no idea. But yeah, I would be lying to myself if I didn't tell you that I think some other people up there exist. People could be anything. I think there's something out there. Let's go for a walk, guys. I'm gonna go for a walk. My car's been too hot in here. Give me 1 second. Gotta roll my window. It's fine. We'll leave it like that. All right, let's take a little stroll. Thank you for that super chat, brother. That was really nice. You could have asked me that question without the super chat. I would have answered it, but every little bit helps. So thanks for the $5. I promise you it will be well spent in a kind manner. All right, go find a nice little spot over here. Let's have a stroll, guys. Let's have a stroll. I want to go find a spot in the shade and sit down and talk to you. I did that the other day. We walked out back here, and I sat under the tree and the shade, and we had a nice little discussion. I'll tell you one thing about that movie that I watched. There's really some classic lines in it. And you know how sometimes you'll watch a movie and there'll be a line that'll really punch you in the boo-boo? You know, it'll get you. Oh man, there's too much swan shit over here. Afraid to sit down. I might sit in some see all the swan shit. I'm sorry, I forget we're on early. Swan poop. Try to keep it PG in the morning as much as possible. I know. No, that's too many swans. All right, let me find a spot right down here to sit. Swan poop? Nope. Okay. All right, what's up, guys? 4 of you, cool. 4 of you took the walk with me. I'll tell you what, I got to take this hat off eventually because this hat's going to cause me a damn fine headache. You can call me whatever comes to your mind. It looks pretty where you stay hydrated. I'm trying to stay hydrated as much as I can. I'm showing you my eyes. I don't want to do that. I'm 37, and the things in life I've seen that I can't explain is the stupidity of America, giving up every right and freedom our great and grandparents had for freebie privileges that can be taken away. And Robert, you got the fire, brother. You got the fire, and if true, it would be the single greatest revelation discovery in human history. And I think, I got to go back and read. I missed a comment from Tin Hat. There's something out there, and our government knows it. We're lucky we've even getting to know anything or see on blurred images. I've seen things in life I can't explain, but yes. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. No, I don't have any fainting goats. Shit, I wish I did, man. You know what though? If I had fainting goats, when I was younger, I'd be scaring them all over the place. You know, I'd be running up on them, laughing my ass off, watching them. But a 55-year-old liver cheese, I don't know that I would do that all that often. You know, maybe once in a while for like a party trick if you had like a barbecue in the backyard. But I'd put a sign. If I had a barbecue in my backyard and I had fainting goats, I would definitely put a sign up that said, "Do not scare the goats. Leave that to liver cheese." Okay, and then we would, maybe one time when we're getting a little buzz, we would do it just to get a laugh, and then maybe maybe after we got a good buzz going on, we do it too. One more time. I sound so cruel right now. But if anybody tried to continue to do it, I'd put an end to that. We wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't. I could picture it now. You start it, and then the drunk people are all around you start doing it, and the damn goats are just freeze. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? There's fainting goats. If you don't know what a fainting goat is, look it up. They faint. You come up on them, you scare them, and they flip their legs up and roll over. Not very nice, I don't think, but it's definitely funny. Probably find a lot of videos of it on YouTube. Yeah, so thank you for that question. Was it a question or? Wow. Wow, man. That's some brutal trolling, man. You should use the goats from Thor, the screaming ones on the poster. Yes. And then there's somebody coming in doing their thing. What is something that your friends or family think you're weird for eating? Personally, I eat peanut butter on toast with dill pickles on it. But it's good. My friends think I'm weird for it. That's good. That's good subject matter there. I don't know. Maybe. I think liver cheese. I think people think I'm weird for eating that. It's just a strange flavor. A lot of people don't like it. I hate to use my own name for that question, but that's about the weirdest thing that I eat. I like eating pork chops with guacamole. Nice, Titus. What, liver cheese? Yeah, it's a real thing, man. It's called something else also. If it's liver cheese, what it is it's the lunch meat that has like a white strand around it, and you take that you peel that piece off. But they also make it like in a pate type of thing, not a brick, a log, I guess, and you can cut it and cut it up and put it on your. It's good lunch meat. It's not like potted meat. It's not poor people. It's not like what's the deviled ham and stuff like that. That's what you would think it's like, but it's not. It's good. It ain't cheap. It's not cheap. That's why I don't eat it very often. It's like $8 for a pack of it. It used to be $4. Eating French fries with a shake is pretty good too. Heck yeah, it is. Especially with Frosty. Speaking on Frosties, man, what's up? What are they doing with our Frosties? They're mixing all this stuff into it. I don't know. Maybe I have to go try that. Feels like blasphemy though. It's because a good Frosty is hard to beat, just plain on its own. It is tinfoil hat. It's one of those things that yeah, you got to try it once. You got to try it just to see. Look into aliens and the similarities to demons. I used to believe in aliens. I would be tormented when I was younger. I got saved and they went away. Alien agenda is getting pushed. Call on Jesus. French fries and a shake. That's pretty good. I want to get myself a Ninja Creamy, make my own ice cream at home. We had a Ninja. I think it was some type of mixer, like a fruit mixer or something. Fruit mixer, smoothie maker. I think we still have it. I think I picked it. I don't think we paid full price for it. I think I picked it. Yeah, but my wife wants one of the ones with higher features.
So we're looking at that too right now. Actually, that's on our purchase list. We would like to start making smoothies to, help out with our health. All right, I got to tell you guys this. Real quick. It's a funny little story. It's quick. It's really quick. So last night I went to the Dollar Tree and I got these little ice cream cups. They're by Friendly's, the restaurant chain Friendly's. And I was going to shoot a video on those because they're $2 each. They're about this big, and you get them at the Dollar Tree. And I think dollar for dollar, it's probably the best dessert going that you can buy out. It's filling. It's so many things. It's just really good. So I picked up 2 of those, and we were sitting and eating those, and I was talking about how I love this dessert. I was kind of, you take your time with it. It's one of those that you can't just scoff down. It's got a lot of layers and things like that. And I was enjoying it, or I was starting to enjoy it. And I looked over at my wife and I said, this isn't just a dessert. You have to take your time with this dessert. It's almost like it's a journey, is what it is. It's a journey of flavors that you go on. It's an expedition of flavors. It's a journey. And right on cue, my wife looked over at me, or I heard my wife say, "Well, for me, it's probably going to be a quick journey." And I don't know. I don't know why. I just really love that. She landed this, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's good. It's good. I like that. And I gave her props on that one. And I told her I'd share it with you. So there you go. I said, it's going to be a flavored journey. She said, well, for me, it's going to be a quick journey. Which meant she was going to devour it, Okay, don't make me spell it out for you guys. All right, what else we got? Howdy, hope not talking politics today, but I hope more you and yours are doing well. Thank you, man. Thank you. Alt channel, I appreciate it. Friendly ice cream, my husband likes it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You can get them, little. You can get them at Kroger, I think, too, but they're more like $3. But you can get them at the Dollar Tree. Some of them, they're $2. Really good deal. You looks like Death Slinger. Who's Death Slinger? You seem like a man that would enjoy birch beer. I don't even know what I mean. I don't even know what that is, but I see what you're saying, and it's funny. It's funny. I'd try it. I'd definitely try it. I don't know what a death slinger is. That sounds like an insult, if I'm being honest. I'll have to look that up. Death slinger. Yeah, guys, I hope you're getting ready for this week. Hopefully this weekend you got some big plans on Memorial Day weekend. I really don't know what my plans are, but we're going to have some fun. I'm going to come up with something. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to go to the zoo once this week, maybe twice. And what else we got planned? An audit. I need to do a live audit. I promised you guys a live audit. I promised you. So we got to do that. We're gonna do some nights with some puppets. We're gonna have some puppet action, if that's your thing. We're gonna play with the dogs tonight. Our usual things. Maybe we'll take a gummy from time to time. I don't know, but I got to make some money this week, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of picking. So I might not be on at my usual time. I'm always gonna come on in the morning and later in the afternoon towards the night. We just got to get that later one figured out, what the best time is. It's root beer from birch trees. It's wait. It's root beer from birch trees. It's a Vermont upper New England thing. can't read today. We do birch syrup and maple syrup. So we do birch beer, birch tea, and birch ice cream. Have you ever been to Vermont? Never been to Vermont. I would love to go to Vermont and try your birch beer. So here's the thing I disagree with Trump on. I don't think we should be making our other countries pay for defense. And my argument is, when in human history has any one country of actual military base on the other sovereign territory after World War II? More than 50 countries agreed to let USA build forward operating bases on. I'm with you, man. I don't understand all of that either, to be honest. I wonder how other countries feel about that. You know, I wonder if they would want us to go home, or, I mean, do we ask the people in the countries how they feel about it? I think that would give you a lot of information, you know, if we could figure those things out. That their homeland territory and that capability is the sole reason the U.S. military can deploy anywhere in the world within hours. I think that is pavement enough. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's enough. I think protection is enough. Why? I mean, if we're vowing to protect them, then. So your question is, you don't think? I got lost. Let me read the question again. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. No, I mean it's like NATO. Yeah, we don't. Why they wouldn't pay us to defend them? You know, we got together with NATO. That was kind of written in. You know, that was the whole purpose of it. That was the whole purpose of it. We're here to protect one another. So yeah, I agree with you there. Other countries shouldn't be paying us for that. It's what NATO's for. I think that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna go sit on the bench over here, read some more. I had to get up and walk a little bit. Man, these swans have been active. Neighbor out in the backyard enjoying her day. Little doggy saying hello. See, what time is it? 10:22. Okay. I would ask you guys, you know, if you're able to get out on Memorial Day weekend, if you're able to actually touch grass. A lot of people can't. You may have mobility issues or something, but I hope you do. My hope is that you're surrounded by love, you know, whether it be family, friends, whatever. And if you don't have that around you, then maybe we can do some things, you know. Maybe we can, maybe I can, I just thought about something. That's actually kind of a funny idea. Now this is just spitballing here. Don't hold me to it just yet. But I think it might be kind of cool if maybe I could cook out or something. You know, maybe you could watch me try to cook out. That would probably be humiliating for me, which means it would probably be good content for you. So I'll think on that one. Maybe I'll I got a grill. It hadn't been used in a couple of seasons. I'm not the best. I'm not the best at cooking out. I can do burgers okay. Chicken, forget about it. I ain't even gonna mess with that. Oh, too big a risk. I've cooked it before and it turned out okay, but I don't know. Chicken scares me. Just the thought of cooking out again. Yeah, that might make a good stream actually. To watch a guy who's just not really good at that. And I got a lot of older people in my channel who would love to make fun of me. Yeah, it might be a good stream. Might be a good stream. Let me think on that one. Give me a day or two to decide whether or not I want to attempt to do that. And also leave in the comments if you would watch something like that. It would be even better if I took a gummy. If I took a gummy, because I'm not a great griller already. And yeah, if I took a gummy and tried to grill, oh my gosh, we're working on a real show here. I can tell. Yeah, this idea's got legs. Damn it. I really don't want it to, but it does. Oh, man. I'm going to go over here and sit down and I'll read some of the comments. And if I have some serious comments about whether you'd like to see a guy who looks like me attempt to grill after taking a gummy, then yeah, that sounds like a damn it. Sounds like that might have to be done, fellas. All right, let me get over here. What do y'all think? Should I try to grill? Let me read some of these. Apply your experience to the fact that your whole life has been a lie. Boss Titties, what's up? Their homeland territory and the capability is the sole reason the U.S. military can deploy anywhere in the world within hours. Yeah, okay, I already read that. Yeah, I got you, tinfoil. It took me a minute. You look like you eat hot dogs for the shape and not the flavor. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's okay. That's an all right troll, but I've heard that one before. Man, I tell you, you'd fit right in, and it's a cool ass place. I hope one day y'all can get up here. As for me, I'm moving back to Texas real soon. It's cool, man. What part of Texas? Well, if we're gonna be world police, it would be nice to get some payment. Okay, see, we got all kinds of opinions. Protect lies. Do you monkeys hear yourselves? Okay. I'm gonna miss some of these comments. Love is fake. Oh, boss. Well, one of Trump's big things during the campaign was the other countries should be paying us for protection. I think I'm way behind on the conversation here. Liberal Democrats would do anything for power and control over others, including alignment with the NWO, NATO, and Russians. Well, I mean, bro, there's one person definitely siding with the Russians right now, and that's Trump. So that's his little buddy. They try for what they want, and we cry for what we get. Cooking chicken. Amazon $20 wireless thermometer. As soon as it hits 165, take it off the fire. Easy for you. What's your favorite cut of steak? I like any steak. I even like the cheap. I like the cheap skirt steaks. I'll eat those. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Steak. Well, steak's not steak, but probably ribeye. Probably ribeye. If I had to break it down. That would be nice. My animals and my husband are all I've got now in life. I would drive there to eat some good food. I love to cook, and it would be cool. Yes, I would watch it. Eating gummies and cooking, the ideals you can come up with when you have the the right high. We do talk about some crazy stuff. Our conversations go in some very interesting directions. Thank you, Cody. We're zeroing in on the what it is that people like about the channel. It's always going to be a little fine tuning and stuff. Okay, always going to be that. Hey, I will tell you this: when I was coming home on the bus, I was talking about going to the zoo, and somebody a few rows back, I guess they were a sub. I know they were a sub because they, when I was talking about it on the live stream, he kind of signaled to me and gave me a big thumbs up. So, you know, the zoo footage is always going to be there. I'm always going to have zoo footage. I love that place. Turns me into a little kid. I'm not going to lie to you. I would like to go to the zoo and take a gummy. That's, but I can't be too public about those kind of things because I don't think the Memphis Zoo would appreciate Liver Cheese saying he's high walking around the zoo. So I would never admit it to you. However, maybe there will be signs. Just be prepared for that. What I would hope would happen, I hope that somehow the Memphis Zoo can reach out and connect with Liver Cheese, and we can get I don't know, something going on. I mean, I'm going to be in there promoting their zoo all the time. I'm not talking about monetary wise or anything like that. It would be super cool if I could have access to areas that normal guests wouldn't get. So I'm working on that, guys. Don't think that it's always just going to be a walk around the zoo. Fingers crossed, the Memphis Zoo sees this footage and sees all of our zoo footage and goes, I like that. And they want, you know, maybe want to show me some other things. You know, who knows? Maybe I could get in to see the polar bear in his inside enclosure. Oh man, that's just wishful thinking. But you never know. It could happen. You're welcome. Future munchies at the zoo. That would be a problem. I'd have to bring my own snacks in because our zoo's not extremely expensive for the food, but it would add up quick. It would definitely add up quick. So yeah, I'd have to bring a bag of snacks in. There's signs, LOL. I want to. I'm so conflicted about my zoo footage because there's so many things I want to do that could be viewed as. I don't know if he should have done that. Like I want to bring in. I want to bring Donkey Face a carrot. You know, we've had this ongoing story where I keep telling Donkey Face I'm gonna bring him a carrot, and he keeps getting. I don't know if he's getting mad. By the way, Donkey Face could be a female. Just so everybody knows, I present him as a male, but he could very well be a female. And his name could be Peggy Sue. Actually, his name is Peggy Sue, but we're going to keep calling him Donkey Face because I get reactions when I call him that. Yeah, but I want to bring him a carrot so badly, but I also don't want the Memphis Zoo to see me doing something I really shouldn't be doing. So Memphis Zoo, if any of you guys watch any of my streams and you happen to be seeing this right now, find me. I want to feed Donkey Face some food. I don't want to have to bring in my own food to feed Donkey Face. You know, we can do it secretly so that the other kids won't come running up. And you know, I would just like to present him finally with a carrot that I owe him. All right. Any questions or anything, guys? Let me see what we got. What's up, Tyson? Tyson, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do one this week somewhere. I'm going to do one. I'm gonna do one, Tyson. I'm gonna do one. Tyson wants to see that. By the way, yesterday somebody came in here and called me zesty, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Everybody was like, "Oh man, that's such an insult." I was like, "Yeah, I consider myself zesty at times," and everybody was like, "Oh man, don't say that about yourself. Don't say you're zesty. That means something bad. That means you're a twinkle toes or something like that." I don't care, guys. I really don't care. I like that word. I think that's a cool word, zesty. I don't remember it as being something that, something gay or whatever. That's probably what people are implying, and I don't really care. I think it's a funny word. And I also could only eat zesties because I was too poor to afford the expensive crackers. What were the expensive crackers? I can't think of them. I don't know. You had the expensive crackers, and then you had Zesties. Y'all remember that? The Zesties were the knockoff version. Growing up, that's what I ate. I ate the Zesties. So, no, Tyson, I know what you're talking about, man. You want that other side. It's probably been kind of frightening for you, Tyson. Me turning into this love guy, this love guru. It's always been there, though, brother. I haven't changed. That's always been there. It's just become more elemental. But that zesty side's still out there, man. It's still out there. You can see it in these streams when I cut somebody up, or you can potentially see it in public. That's what you want to see. And I like that every now and then too. It keeps me it keeps that nasty side of me alive. You need that little bit of that nasty side. You need that little edge. If you don't have that edge, I'm just walking around and people would just call me an old hippie. I mean, that's a fine title to have, but I get what you're saying, Tyson. I read you loud and clear, brother. I get it. I know. I haven't forgotten about that, and I haven't given up on that. Sometimes you got to go down certain paths. And you've seen the numbers, Tyson. I always think of how my tax dollars fund child trafficking. A donkey is a donkey. A donkey is a donkey. Just made that song up. Let's make a donkey is a donkey is a donkey. It's 1037. You should check out Tiger Safari in Tuttle, Oklahoma. It's very beautiful there, and the experience is something else. Cody, that does sound really amazing. On the movie I watched, there was a big storyline about a tiger that was towards the end of its life. We bought a zoo, so good timing on your part to bring that up. It's just a word. Guys, if there's anybody out there, look, this is a shout out. If there's anybody out there who can connect me somehow to the Tennessee Holler and the Jolly Ginger, I want to meet that guy so bad. The Jolly Ginger, I watch his stuff, and man, he's just. I think Liver Cheese and the Jolly Ginger we'd have a good old drinking session. If you don't know who he is, look him up. Me and him could, we could have a good old time. Me and the Jolly Ginger. I need to run across paths with that guy. If you don't know who I'm talking about, definitely look him up. Man, he's just a real person saying real things. We can spot our own. We can spot our own. We can spot a phony in a second. And Jolly Ginger's not a phony. Passionate, very, very passionate man. A little background on the guy. I think he's in Tennessee. He's in Tennessee somewhere. He's progressive. He's definitely a progressive. I wouldn't call him a liberal. I'd call him a progressive. But he just speaks plain, and he speaks so. He has a way to getting to the common sense solution. And yeah, man, that guy's something else. If anybody Please let Jolly Ginger know Liver Cheese is out here on Gen Express, and would love to somehow connect with him. Oh, that would be a fun stream. So now I have 3 people I want to connect with on YouTube. I want to connect with Jacob the Carpetbagger. I want to connect with Michigan Constitutional Crusader, Tater Salad. He's an auditor. And I want to connect with the Jolly Ginger. Those are my 3 all-timers right there. I'd love to connect with any of those guys. And go ahead, you perverts. Go ahead and put in the comments about being gay because I want to connect. I could have said hook up. What if I'd said hook up? I want to hook up with one of those guys. You'd be running with that. You'd be laughing like little 3-year-olds. Oh, he wants to hook up with a guy. Ha, 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 ha. So, have your fun with that. I'd also like to connect with Lana from J-Town Press. So there you go. Throw a female in there for you, for all you homophobes out there who think I'm out here trying to hook up and connect with guys. Trying to get to a spot to sit down, so I'm rambling right now. I'll get over here to another spot and sit down, and then we'll talk for a couple more minutes, and then you guys are going to go do wonderful things in the world today. All right, here we go. Very pretty. Little flowers. All right. No swan shit. Okay, cool. Sit down. All right, let's read some of these comments. Hello, Tyson. This is the guy at the glory hole. Okay, why I'm here. It's kind of a strange comment, though, man. I'm outdoors. So what do you think? I'm walking over to a glory hole in a tree? You think there's a glory hole in that bush behind me? I mean, I appreciate good trolls, but I'm not even indoors, man. So that one, if I was in a tight enclosure, look like a bathroom or something like that, I could see that comment, that troll working. It doesn't really work outside, though, bro. I'm outside here. When are you eating a Crunchwrap Supreme on the stream? Hey, last night I did eat a burger from Arby's that I filmed a little review on. I also filmed Moe's eating curly fries. So I'm going to try to make those into shorts, and you'll see those. No, man, I the eating on screen thing, I gotta, I gotta be careful. Zesty is positive, like hot, all because of the puppets. You think that's what the numbers went up because of the puppets? Okay, I don't know. I don't know why. I think they went up just because I'm kind of vibing more on a positive thing. I don't know. Maybe it's the puppets. I got plenty of puppets, man. You guys, as far as the puppets go, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you, I've got at least 15 puppets ready to go. Problem is, I only have a couple of voices. See, hey, this is inside knowledge, guys. So don't act like, this is just between you and me. I do the voice of the puppets. Don't keep that between us. But yeah, I got to work on more voices, because if you got the same voice if I could do 3 puppets, I'm doing great. Right now I really only have 2 puppet voices. I have 2 puppet voices. So I don't know. We'll be seeing more. I hope you drop the best dookie of your life and it kickstarts you to an amazing week. Wow, that's a great look at that, man. That's a star comment there, brother. Thank you very much for that. Yes, I wish you the same. Get up, drop that deuce, and hit the town. Did you ever get with a chocolate covered woman when you were younger? White Morpheus? I did not. I did not. I did not. And you know, it's just one of those things. Maybe I wasn't, in the right place at the right time to meet somebody I was interested in. Thank you for that question, though. Alcohol dumbs you down. What the hell is a glory hole? His passion comes from lies. Have you been to Clarksville? Have been to Clarksville, White Morpheus. Definitely. I was there once. I'm looking now. Boss titties, I like your titties. Every generation was born into a lie, truth or fiction. It's truth. That's truth. Are you talking about the American dream? That lie? It is jolly good ginger. Okay. Jolly good ginger. Thank you for that, Cody. Yeah, well, that guy's something else. Just kidding, bro. I don't know if you're talking to me. You never have to say that, but you might be talking to someone else. It's okay to let the haters hate. Yes, it is. Some people are still in the closet. Patience. Yes, I'm going dashing after this. Here comes Casey. You're the world's greatest king. Don't care what other ones say. Casey always coming with the goodness. Well, it's time to come out the closet. I'm gay. Don't let beer control your life. Fear control your life. I love that one, Cody. That's a big difference. Don't let beer control your life and don't let fear control your life. I mean, I wouldn't let either of them control your life. If you don't let beer or fear control your life, then you're doing okay. Thank you for that, Cody. Yes, every generation was born until July. We have to put it into our generation. Be sure to smash the like button. Casey coming in. Our unity controls us and they control our unity. Oh, boss titties. Boss titties. I love it when you come in just because I can say boss titties. Cody. Okay, what else? Not too much else. If you guys have anything wonderful you want to share or anything, any scary shit coming up, you got to go doctor's appointments or anything this week. It's coming up. I've got to start thinking about planning some type of barbecue. I'm not committing to it yet, but the more I think about it, the more excited I get for it. My bad. Yes, every generation was born into the lie. It's up to our generation to stop it. It's a curse. It is a curse. Do you get it though? Not yet. I love boss titties. I hear my dog. She's over there barking. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to do something. Look up at the tree. Got to get away from an anthill. I sat right next to a damn anthill. I think I got ants in my pants. All right, I'm gonna have to move over here. There's a neighbor lady over there who's staring at me, thinking I'm up to no good. Probably a fear-based person. I come in peace. I mean you no harm. She waved to me. I had to wave to her. let her know I wasn't correct. Something we should talk about right there, the wave. It's such a simple thing to do. And I have so many examples of just waving to somebody out in public. And the response you get back, there was a crossing guard out here on Stage Road, which is a pretty big road in Memphis. And he was out there doing his job one day. He didn't have much expression on his face. This was a few days ago. And I come by driving right past him. And I was with my wife, and I just looked at him and I waved to him just out of the blue, you know. And his eyes lit up, his face smiled, and he gave me the biggest wave, like that wave was so appreciated, you know. And yeah, it brightened my day, not gonna lie. And it was just a simple thing, just waving to a stranger. Yeah, that's one we can put to practice every day. If anybody can come up with a saying about a wave, brightening someone's day or something, or that we could use, I would appreciate that. Well, one more minute, we'll talk about AI, and then we'll wrap it up. I got a couple words to say about AI on rundown this morning, and you might be surprised by my thoughts. So stick around. Let me get into Studio C, and we'll talk about AI. All right, let's talk about AI. All right, guys. Now that is a sight to see, LOL. It's about our bloodline, not theirs. Let me mention AI for a minute, because I had a very interesting interaction on the bus coming back from Montgomery that I'd like to share with you guys. I'm going to try to turn on the air. Hopefully it doesn't make it too loud in here, but I think it's kind of an important topic, because, can you guys still hear me? I had to turn the air on. Just saying hi can make someone's day. You never know. Just wave and say hi. Yeah, it's a simple thing, right, Cody? All right, let's talk about AI. I put myself in a strange position the other day when I was on that bus. We were up front, and we started talking about AI. And you know me, I am no friend of AI. But I come on here and I talk about the data centers and how they're ruining our water supplies, jacking electrical bills up for everybody, and how they're just shoving them down our throats. They're putting them into our neighborhoods without even consulting the people, the data centers. So yeah, it's a hot button topic. There's no doubt about it. So, and I'm also I'm an artist, so I look at AI and it really pisses me off, that part of it, when you see all these ads every day. You go on Facebook and you scroll down and everybody's got a damn AI ad up for whatever event they're having. Now I do my part. I go on there and I tell them, hey, hire an artist. Why are you using AI? That's taking food out of people's mouths right there. That right there, and I see it. And those are my guys, the creative people, the artists who already struggle. There have been people who do art and they can you imagine today, in today's economy, how much people who are creative are struggling to sell their art? Who's buying art when they can't buy food? You know what I mean? So when I see all those things, it upsets me. I don't like it. However, there are certain things that you need to look at from other points of view.
And I had a guy behind me who his name was, he was a blind guy, 42 years old. And he popped into my conversation where we were talking about AI, and I was blowing up about AI and saying how AI is the enemy. And he said, AI's done a lot for me. And it just snapped me back real quick. And I looked at him, I was like, wow, okay, well, I hope I wasn't insulting to you that I'm talking about trash about AI like this when you're a blind person, and you told me that AI's helped you a lot to. I didn't get into details, but it says it's as a man with a disability, AI has helped him out. So there's two branches to this AI thing. Okay, that branch that is helping people medically, I'm all for that, man. I want to see those advancements. I want to see them, and the fact that I didn't think about those things, it makes me wonder how many other people don't think about those things. But when you think about the medical part of it, there's some good stuff happening. So I don't want to, what's the term? Throw out the bath water from the bath. There's something like that. Hang with me. The scary part of AI though is it's more the visual part. It's who controls that narrative. Who controls, the bots who decide what gets seen and what doesn't get seen on YouTube. That's the scary part. And the scary part is if one entity controls all of the AI images out there, then we are in big trouble, because they're going to be able to change things. They'll be able to, if somebody says something that's horrible, they'll be able to change it and make it look like it. Oh, well, it wasn't so horrible. See, that's what I'm talking about. So to Justin, the blind man who, and I'm going to tell you something, man, you get mad props from me. And I told him that 100 times during the trip, that I was super proud he was on that bus with us. But yeah, there's always more to it. So, the AI on the technical side where we're helping out medically, I think that those things are wonderful advancements. We just have to watch out about the visual stuff and about who's controlling the algorithms on what can be said and can't be said. Because when you start having that, we don't live in a free country anymore. We're talking about the data centers and AI. Don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. Thank you, Jays. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, that to me, I'm still fired up about it. And I still want these people to, the Kevin Learys of the world and who want to come out and only talk about the great things that AI is doing. We need to have an adult conversation, because there's a lot of great things it's not doing also. A lot of bad things it's doing. And when you're and this ain't about, this ain't about a color, this ain't about a party. This transcends all that. Everybody's angry. You got people red, people blue, white people, black people, brown people. Everybody's pretty pissed off right now that these data centers are being forced into their communities. So this is an opportunity for us to use that, and with our message of it's not red versus blue, it's the 1% versus you. This is a good opportunity to get everybody on board that train. I mean, you see it happening. They're forcing it upon you. It doesn't matter if you have a red hat and a red shirt and a red flag in your front yard. They don't care. They don't care. And they don't care if they put it into a poor neighborhood that's going to pollute their water and make all their electricity bills go up. They don't give a shit. So again, this is an opportunity, for us to turn the narrative around, guys. Just turn it around whenever you hear people arguing. Bring up a data center. If you hear people bickering about politics, bring up a data center, see what happens. Everybody's going to get on the same page. Most people. Now, you're always going to have the BBLs, the billionaire ball lickers. They're out there. Some of them don't even realize they're doing it. They really don't. They don't realize they're a billionaire ball licker, a lot of them. But some of them come in hard and heavy for their billionaires. You know what I mean? They protect them like they're their babies. Why? I have no idea, but they do. And that's just something we have to deal with and get past. It's our biggest hurdle. It's our biggest hurdle. So you don't give up educating people about the 1% versus you, because that's what it all comes down to. And you know how it is, guys. At the end of the day, we always wrap things up with those kinds of messages because it's a message that we can all get on board with. I don't want to take anything out of your pocket. To the 18 people in here right now, you might not agree with my opinion, but I'm telling you, I'm not coming after your money. This is not about money. This is about opening your eyes to see that we deserve more money. You know, you go out and you work 2 and 3 jobs, you deserve better. You deserve more. I want to see you get more. I want to see that happen. I want to see everybody get what they deserve in this country. Nope, throw the whole thing out. Demolish the bathroom, sell the house. I'm 30,000 short of trademark the Gen X symbol. Nice. I believe in AI. There's 2 types of artificial. That's all I'm going to say. Bad and good. Everyone will get a mark. Just hope I'm on the right side of history. Very well said, Cody, as always. Cody's always coming in here with the common sense stuff. Beautiful. There's only one type of alpha, aka AI, and it is God in the machine. Then give us your royalties. Whose royalties? Me? Man, nah, bro. Don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. What royalties, bro? What are you talking about, man? I'm as poor. I'm not as poor as they get, but I'm a poor man. I don't know what royalties you're talking about. Everybody thinks that in order to do something good, that you're only doing it to earn money. It's just not the case here, guys. It's not. I mean, do you see me getting 100,000 super chats for $5 and $10? No, you don't. And I don't care. All I want is you as a sub. This ain't about money. It's about a movement. But thank you for that. How many illegals you house? How many illegals you feeding? What are you talking about, Deanna? What were you coming in here talking about that? What does that even mean? What is that? What are you talking about? That's a weird way to come into someone's stream. Working people being overworked to pay for others to be comfy. Okay, Deanna Parker. Let me talk to you personally right now. You've been deceived your entire life. The black people, the brown people, the poor people are not your problem. They are not the ones that are taking food and money out of your mouth and out of your hands. Never has been, never will be. The people who are doing that are the billionaires up top. They are the ones that you need to be talking to. All right? Now, I've set you straight. Now let's see what you come back with. Shut the fuck up with your wants about others having it easy. Huh? Huh? Deanna, what does that even mean? Come on now, don't come in here and stir the pot and then not finish the job. You want more, earn it. Okay, so you want more, earn it. Wow. Don't those billionaires love you, Deanna? Oh my God, you are a mouthpiece for the billionaires. Woo, they love it. You want more? Earn it. Earn it. So you're simply blanketly applying that no American out there earns their money. That's what Deanna Parker's saying. They're saying you don't, and she's saying you don't deserve to have livable wages. That's what Deanna Parker's saying right here, live in front of the entire 18 people in our nation. You're coming in here and you're saying that you people do not deserve a livable wage. That's quite a disgusting thing to think. Men don't talk about their problems because we can't trust the government. Want to be comfy, earn it. There's more illegal immigrants working in Republican businesses. Laugh my ass off. They love the cheapest labor money can buy. Laugh my ass off. Whoa, Deanna, what's going on? What's going on, Deanna? You're kind of getting shook up a little bit. They're kind of getting all your arguments are getting kind of shattered. Don't leave us. Don't leave us. Stay in here and take your accountability. Cult member, true that. That's the American dream. What's the American dream? What's the American dream, Deanna? You tell me what my American dream is. You think my American dream is to become rich? No, honey. No, honey. My American dream ain't to become rich. My American dream is to spread a movement of love and watch my other human beings grow and prosper, all of them, except for the 1% up top. They're taking 85% of all new earned income in the United States, and you're in here protecting them. And they're pedophiles. So why? Why would you do that? You do realize, Deanna, that not everybody fell for that American dream, chase the paper lifestyle, right? I know, isn't it amazing to think that people don't live their lives chasing money? Wow. Wow, isn't it, there's people out there like that, Deanna. Can you believe that? The system has always been rigged. Yep. The American dream. It's called a dream because you got to be asleep to believe it. George Carlin, painter from Austria, absolutely coming in with the bullet. Thank you. That's a beautiful, beautiful statement. Or quote from, yes, George Carlin. Man, I watch George Carlin videos. I still watch them and cannot believe how on point he was. He talked about it way back in the day. He talked about billionaires and the 1%. He preached about that all the time. And that was what, 20, 30 years ago he was talking about that. Nothing's changed. It's only gotten worse. Deanna is either a spoiled rich kid with no real world experience whatsoever. She would last about 3 days in a union workers, or she's an old, useless, unskilled boomer. Do everyone a favor, find a barbershop. No, I think I'm good. Thank you, though. I don't live by your standards. I live by my standards, son. So move on if you don't like it. What's the deal? What's the deal with how humans walk around and tell other humans how they should look? What? That's strange, man. That's a strange thing to come in and do, man. Brother, live your life. Live your life. Don't worry about the way I look. If it bothers you that much, come change my shirt, shave my face, and do what you need to do. Come on and try it. Come on and try it. Scared of other people. Telling people, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You don't look the way I want you to look. Sorry, man, that ain't the way we work over here at Gen Express. We're critical thinkers. Either way, she's a worthless dreg on society. That's the only thing I'm sure of being here for 1 minute now. I work 17 plus hours a day to live my dream. Well, Deanna Parker, I'm a physicist. I study quantum reality entanglement. I only finished 10th grade. I'm basically retired. No one take offense of that. I've been called that my whole life. They called it the American dream because sleep is the only place you'll experience it. Dan isn't smart enough to understand inflation or economics. You're wasting your breath. Spread a movement of love, but call people names you disagree with. Well, here's the thing, Ed. Here's the thing, Ed. I'd start commented that because I don't have to love you. Okay, if you're a disgusting person and you want to hurt other people, and you come on here and you do what you're doing, and it's a negative thing, I don't have to show you love. I don't have to give you my platform. So you can say I'm making choices. I am making choices. I'm drawing in beautiful people and I'm expelling POSs. Okay, that's my choice. That's my choice. It's a love movement. If you ain't on the train of the love movement, it's because you're spouting terrible shit, and we're laughing and turning around and walking away. So that's how I'm going to respond to that comment there, Ed Z. Tell them, Gen X, fuck these lame brothers. Keep doing it. Bro, who said you needed to shave probably can't grow facial hair. Thank you, Wizard. How easy it was for Billionaires Clubhouse, trafficking Madam Maxwell, PD files, Donald's Russian hoax friends. Donald was America's #1 cheerleader in America. Open border problem is they're never open. They were open border policy. And see that's the thing. You can't say something like that. If you say you have an open border policy, that does not mean that you just throw the gates open and people come in. What he's talking about is a little more complicated than that. I think he's talking about making it easier to achieve American citizen status, because making those routes easier. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about. Everybody seems to think that when Biden was in office, all the borders were just wide open and illegals were coming in, and that just never happened. That never happened. Maybe did more illegals come in? Probably so. Was it 25 million? Absolutely not. Was it 15 million? Absolutely not. But and the other thing that a lot of people don't like to talk about is that those illegals, you know, that's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor to be an illegal in the United States of America. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a misdemeanor. So everybody's going crazy out there over these misdemeanors. You know, they're going out saying all these people need to be locked up, throw away the key, no due process because of a misdemeanor. Still a crime. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it was. I never said it wasn't. And I never told you that I don't want people who are here illegally deported. You never heard that out of my mouth. But you need to treat the crime the way the law is written. It's written as a misdemeanor. So the fact that anybody should die or be sent away without due process over a misdemeanor is no, that doesn't hold water with me. I thought they were going to be sent home, not that the American people would spend billions to put them in jail. Yeah, that's kind of what we got going on out there, unfortunately. I don't even know what's going on out there. I mean, it seems like we're not hearing anything on ICE anymore. And you have to go really find those stories, and that there's a reason for that. They're still out there doing their terrible stuff. Oh man. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stretch it out. Oh, that stretch was good. I needed that. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys that I love you all, even the trolls. When you come in here, it drives the channel, and I thank you. I'm gonna try my damnedest to do this every single morning. Might not be 2 hours, might only be 30 minutes some mornings. But some mornings there's more news to talk about, and then again at night we can still talk about the news at night. But at night we try to wind it down. That's what we're kind of what we're doing right now. We're doing an early stream where we talk about the news from the night before, the news that's happening right now, and we may wind ourselves up a little bit, but we're always going to be respectable to each other. And then we come back later on in the day or at night, and we do a stream usually from my backyard or my studio where we wind it down. Man, we break bread with each other. We talk about things that may be important to you. I want to read your stories. I want to highlight you. If you've done something amazing, if you've had a bad day, that's the one I like. I really like I like the morning one because it kind of keeps that edge on me a little bit where I have to fight sometimes. And sometimes we have to at night too, but at night in general, we have our people who come in who are ready to let's shake hands, let's talk about things, let's love one another. Let's highlight our successes, and let's pick up the people who need to be picked up. That's the goal. That's the whole idea of the channel. Also, First Amendment audits from time to time, protests from time to time, zoo from time to time, animal shelter from time to time, food reviews from time to time. It's a little bit of everything. But in the end of the day, it's all about kindness. Kindness, kindness, kindness. Yes, I feel it. I love it. Get off that off ramp of hate, get onto the love train. And if that sounds too hippy dippy for you, look, man, I get it. I get it. But give us a chance and we'll give you a chance. How about that? How about those lines? Let's do that. DGT and F MAGA and MAGATs. Tony the Gray, thank you for that comment. All comments are welcome unless it's talking about violence. I've discovered that life is the beautiful lie and death is the harsh truth. When the Bible speaks of hell, I think earth is actually hell. What do you think, Gen X? It's a good one, man. It can seem hellish, can it? It can seem hopeless. I'm gonna reread that. I discovered that life is the beautiful lie and death is the harsh truth. When the Bible speaks of hell, I think earth is actually hell. I think earth is hell sometimes. But people make it that hell. People wake up and choose if they want to hate or love. You're creating your own hell by hating and being a fear-based person, then it affects other people. Why would you want to affect other people? Hey, MAGA, did y'all receive your Trump phone yet? It's a good question. It's a good question. I'm fixing to lose my shit. I swear, guys, I have a neighbor who, we're not even going to get into it right now. I have a yard. No, I'm not even going to say it. Life can be only hellish if you think that way. Yeah, we create it. We create it. Yeah, did anybody get their Trump phones yet? Yeah, it's a good question there. I follow Moist Critical, and he's always calling them about his Trump phone. Never getting the right answers, always getting lies. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money he scammed from people with those phones. Granddad, I farted. Sorry. You don't have to apologize for that, bro. I can't smell it or hear it. If I could hear it or smell it, maybe you could apologize, but fart away, man. This is America. And fart as much as you want to. What about the Trump watches? That's another thing that's supposed to be coming to y'all, right? Come on, you can't start like that and then never mind us. Oh well, no, I have a neighbor who, I'll be honest, our yard, we don't have a big front yard. Very, very, very small, almost zero lot. Our backyard's big, but the front yard's very, very small. I mean, practically zero lot. But we have a lady who lives next to us who has she's always up for yard of the year or yard of the month nomination. And she's her little bitty scrap of yard looks beautiful. It looks wonderful. Well, I'm right next to her and mine looks terrible. And she comes outside and she gives me looks and she looks over at my yard disapprovingly, and it is what it is. And I want to get out and tell her, if you think I give two shits about what my yard looks like, you've got another thing coming, because I don't. It is on the bottom list of my priorities. I understand and I respect that there are people out there who love their yards and she's an old lady, love their yards and spend a lot of time on their yards. And I appreciate it. And I give them a thumbs up. But just because other people might not spend 18 hours a day on their yard doesn't mean you can just shoot them disapproving looks all the time. And like, how dare you not value your yard the way I value my yard? It's just one of those things, man. It's like live and let live. What does it matter? Yes, my underwear queen. Let's Paul with the bolt on neck. LOL. Hey, Mag, are you guys enjoying your golden statue of Trump? I should say your golden calf. Yeah, that was a nutty one. We saw that last week. Woof. Golden statues, huh? Usually doesn't end well for leaders who erect golden statues of themselves. You go through history and you look at the leaders who erected giant statues and monuments to themselves, it usually doesn't go too well for them. Have you smoked a good spliff lately? I haven't. I wish. Who cares? What? You don't spend every free moment trying to turn your grass into a putting green quality? There you go. There you go, Tones. Look, man, it is what it is. It's fine, man. And I've even caught her over here edging my yard and doing things over here. And if she wants to do that, she's more than welcome to do that. It's fine. But don't, shoot me looks, because my zero lot front yard doesn't look like the cover of a Garden and Homes magazine. Homes and Garden magazine. It's one of the two. It's beautiful. I look at it every day and I get enjoyment out of it. I'm glad she's doing it. The horror, much better. Gen X would be a great president. Cobra. Cobra. How long do you think I'd last, man, before somebody assassinated me? I'd try. I'd try. Speaking on that, one thing that I did Saturday, I missed AOC at the rally. And a lot of you guys were like, you didn't miss anything. And I respect that. I get it. She's a firebrand. There ain't no doubt about it. But I did see her video. They had a video of her speech on Saturday, and really the most depressing thing to me was the fact that they had bulletproof glass around her up on stage. She was the only one I know of that really used the bulletproof glass, and that's just sad to me. You know, it's sad to me that any leader should feel like they have to be behind bulletproof glass like that. And they checked everybody coming in. Everybody went through metal detectors, and I get it, man. But I don't. It's just a bad look to see somebody surrounded in bulletproof glass. I'm talking to everybody. I mean, Trump shouldn't have to worry about that. Nobody should have to worry about that. Violence is never the answer, guys. I would never. I don't go around applauding violence. I think violence is terrible. That's the last thing. The last solution is violence. The last one. And I don't think we're at that stage yet. I think we got more talking to do. That's really sweet, Cobra Man. You're Gen X. When did Gen X get so old? Gen X is 1965 to 1981. I fall right into the middle of that at 71. Well, maybe not right into the middle, but come on here and call me old. It's fine. I'm old. I'm double nickels. Well, just because you're old don't mean you can't have valuable input and do wonderful things for the world, right? So Rome did it for nearly 1900 years. Better homes and gardens, I think. My yard in the front looks like a jungle, but I don't care either. Gen X sounds like a WWF tag team. Degeneration X. Wizard, what do you know about Knights Templar? To me, there are 9 realms to reality. I am a true light bringer to this universe. My theory is that Jesus Christ died for all creation he physically had to die. The universe is a scary place, and I'm glad I exist in all your consciousness. LOL. Are you a ZZ Top fan? I love ZZ Top. I used to think that, but things have changed. Sign of the times, unfortunately. I also saw cops on rooftop watching with binoculars. Yeah, I saw that. I tried to get that on video. People don't respond to nice anymore. That's not always true, man. That's not always true. You just don't see it immediately. Sometimes you don't. Again, which goes back to planting seeds of hope, seeds of kindness. We're all doing it, man. If you're in here with me, then I think you're out there doing it. Something little. It can be very little. Everybody thinks they got to give so much. You don't. Just give a little bit of this. Give a little bit of this, and we're going to be good. I've had a decade on you in the back direction, Boomer. What's up, Tones? You guys get a lot of flack, Boomers. Get a lot of flack. I know there's a lot of you good guys out there. You know how I know? My viewers are a lot of boomers, a lot of people my age, and a few people 42 and up. I have a hard time getting the younger demographic, but we're working on that. One thing else that's been happening, and I see it and I appreciate it, guys. I'm getting more female subs, more female subscribers, which means a lot to me. It means a lot because what that means is you guys are starting to not just see my nasty side. You're seeing that I want to do good things. When I look at the females subs, I look at the numbers and I want them to keep growing. Because women tend to, I don't know. I think so. A lot of times I think women are smarter than men. Go ahead, flame me. But sometimes I do feel like that. They're definitely more nurturing and caring in a lot of ways. So to have my female viewers go up is fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got here. Cobra Man, excited for Memorial Day weekend. Will give me a really long break from work. Awesome, Cobra. Cobra, you gonna hang around? Or you gonna go out of town? What's your plans, man? You don't have to share if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, I would love to hear it. I embrace things being an anti-boomer for most things. My generation is the first to learn and grow with the internet. I was born in '83 and graduated 2002. No, Trump should have a Secret Service create a security team and specifically have drones at the nearby human ran, not AI, old RF frequency. You 100% perfect from head to toe. No, that would be you. Men definitely seem to have one much more difficulty controlling anger on the average. That's what I meant to say, Tones. See, when I said that, I was like, I don't want to piss off men here, but the way you worded that, perfect. It's perfect. Thank you for that. I'll probably just hang around the house or go on a hike with some friends of mine and have a game night at their house. Sounds like a great weekend. Sounds like a great weekend, Cobra Man. World hottest king. I'm a Gen Z, right? All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap the stream up for right now. We'll come back on in a little bit after I take care of some business. I love you guys. I don't have any grand adventure planned for today, but if you want to hang out with me later, you can hang out with me. If an idea pops up in my head, maybe I want to go into a thrift store or an antique store or something, I'll definitely pop up live. Okay. I want to share it with you guys. All right. I love you all. And remember, it's not red versus blue. It's a 1% versus you. And always remember what the greatest alien of all time said. That would be E.T. He didn't say a lot, but when he did speak, he spoke in volumes. The greatest universe. I will get that part of it down. I promise you. That's a new part of my ending. And I gotta work it. I gotta get it down to a small clip. But always do as E.T. once said, be good. There we go. And with that, I'm gonna sign off and we'll talk to you later, guys. I love you all very much. Have a wonderful day.